because I'm upstairs in another room.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ho, ho, ho. Merry
you started
Christmas,
recording.
Tassie. He's trying to find an angle. That's what he's always trying to do, Tassie. I tell you what, you don't want an angle with Taz and his cousins because I tell you what, it'll be like the Sopranos. It'll be Underbelly number 17. Talking about Underbelly, here we go, boys. I've got a bit of a prop. Merry Christmas, Marto.
Merry Christmas, boys.
Oh, I think Taz, we've lost him. Maybe the talk of the
He's
cousins.
gone already.
Maybe the talk of the cousins rolled him up and he probably just remembered that he owed him. So he's probably pretending he's not at home. But anyway, I think Taz find the right angle. But I think I already mentioned that about 17 times. Marto, welcome to the show, mate. This is the last one of the year,
Thank you.
Sadly.
Oh, not sadly. It just means that Christmas is just around the corner.
That's right.
We'll take a couple of weeks off and have a little spell, refresh and recover.
Now, we just wonder, last week we were sort of taking the piss out of you, Marto, a little bit. Here he is.
Yeah,
is he
that's
back?
all right.
Hang on. He's connecting to the... Yes. No. Yes. What? Oh, Taz is the new talent. Yeah. Taz,
yeah, he's there again.
Oh, it's just...
Oh, it's a,
yeah, how are you, boys?
Oh, yeah, not bad. Yeah. We're just, last week taking the piss out of Marto about the impending doom and death because of Cyclone Jasper.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it rained about a year's worth of rain.
Oh,
Marto, you were in a bit of strife.
On it, didn't we? We've had 1.5 metres of rain in 1 week. It's ridiculous.
Mental. That is.
It's just lit up the last couple of days. But I mean, I'm lucky where I am. Where I am now, that's where there wasn't a drop of rain all week. The grass is green, the garden's fresh, but nothing's wet. But
I can't believe you were doing you did the lawns today.
I did. That's how dry it is here.
That's crazy.
So you go just down the road and your mate's lost all his furniture and
right.
There's water gone through the house. It's just it's surreal, It's one extreme to the other. Yeah, we had a lot of rain. You couldn't go out and enjoy it, but we got lucky where I am. So
perfect, mate. Good to see that you're still with us.
I'm trying to get the lighting right, boys. I'm really sorry.
Oh, right. Geez, sorry, mate. Yeah, we've got you under the pump today because we're filming a little bit earlier, but I've got to go off to uni and it's snowing over here. Talk about the extremes of the world. It's snowing in Fukuoka, so it's basically every day at the moment. So it's fucked in Fukuoka. So Tassie, welcome, mate.
It's not a bad thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, boys. I'm under the pump here. I don't know where I am. A bit frazzled. I've got a few things happening with work and on the download. I will just say this basically, right?
Right.
If you're a bully, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh.
That's all I'll say because I just want to go. I mean, my son's 13 years old, and at the moment he's being subjected to a little bit of trolling of his own, and I just want to reach out and smash those parents. That's all. But anyway, I can't. I've got to keep it politically correct. I've got to do the right thing. I've got to teach my son how to properly behave.
Yeah.
No, I can't because if I go down, because as much as I want to, I've got to set an example. So it's all about regulating and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Because if I lose my shit, then I'm not teaching him how to not lose his shit. So it's been a little bit tumultuous, if that's the word, if that's how I pronounce it. But other than that,
maybe you could give him a couple of tips because you've been going all right.
I tell you what, the only tip I'd give them is straight into the tip, concrete boots and all.
Oh, the cousins!
And
get the cousins involved.
Mate, it's not about.
Bury the bastards.
It's never about what you know. It's always about who you know.
There might be a couple of new towers being lifted in Melbourne. They might be on the 13th floor, as in the middle of it. Anyway, mate, we're talking about...
Been a bit angry.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Tassie, and your family.
That's it. Thanks.
Thoughts and prayers go out, of course. And Marto, thank God you're still with us because we thought you were going to be swimming away. Anyway, San Fabrizio. Now, this is a shocker. This is a shocker. Damien Oliver, obviously riding for his mum and his wife, will win on Magnificent Andy, but he won't do it on San Fabrizio. Absolutely ridden upside down. He went to the Jamie Nahr School of riding. Can't believe these horses never been in front with 400 to go. It's usually trying to push through gaps and arses and gets held up. But we were sitting there like a fucking stunned mullet. The horse has got his head up in the air for most of the straight going, oh, what's going on? And then, of course, we get nabbed on the line. So great for a well-done third. Thanks, Ollie. But we'll talk about you in a minute. Shohei, was no Otani, Taz?
No, it definitely wasn't. But I think it put up a fair bit of fight, a little bit more than what Sam Fabrizio may have.
I agree with you.
Led it, didn't want to go.
It was the same race.
Yeah.
I think
the difference. I think there was a little bit of a difference, and that is that had my fellow Tim Clark ridden it a little bit better, counted a little bit better, it may have been a little bit better. But look, it is what it is. He didn't get the treble, he didn't get the winner, but we move on.
Yeah,
Boston
Rocks was pretty good.
A bit like Marto's. Boston Rocks was that fantastic.
Oh, Marto, sorry, mate. I'm in a squad, big boy. I've got to, the Rowics come back and it's off the screen at the moment.
Squad was it was shocking. It was shocking. Never looked likely. And, of course, it's the one you list as a danger. It's the one that comes up and braids them.
Yeah, Marto, you know what I hate?
It's interesting, Marto, because...
You know what I hate, Marto?
Losing.
No, you know what I really hate? Is when the caller never says the name once.
No, well, then you know you're in trouble, don't you?
You do know you're in trouble. Because if you go back and listen to Darren Flynn, he only says it when it jumps, and that's it. So you know it's got...
It's the only time it was in the race, mate. Yeah. It was an absolute shocker.
Marto, the disappointing thing about all of this, the very disappointing thing, is that in amongst your quaddie selections, if we go back, you said that boogie horse, it's the one to beat.
The one to beat.
Yeah.
And you were right.
I know.
But I'll give you some advice. I'll give you some advice. If it was the one to beat, then it should have been the one you tipped. Don't go looking for things to get beaten. Tip the winners.
Maybe that's what I did.
Tip the winners.
Maybe that's what I did.
Bit excited today.
We're moving on.
Marto's Mendacious Quaddie. We're a bit stiff over in Ascot again. It wasn't too bad. The numbers were coming up in Ascot. But anyway, we didn't win in Sydney. We were out pretty quickly because of I think the second leg was a 17-1 turned up. Rachel King rode it really, really well. And the Jungle Drums are beating, boys, for the last quaddie of the year. The Phantom is back.
The Phantom's back.
The Phantom is back.
Oh,
had to make way. We went short quaddies.
Now, I thought today we could probably talk about the best eyebrows in the business. Now, fair income. If you, Taz, I know sometimes there's some perverts out there, hashtag Tone. There's some really weird people that sort of get off on like weird things. You know what I mean? Tone loves a girl on a motorbike. He loves a girl on a motorbike. Oh, you big boy. He loves to see boots in the tropics. That's what a lot of the far north Queenslanders get off on. At the casino when they see a girl in the knee boots, it goes around the casino pretty quickly. Yep. Taz, if you're into eyebrows, there's only one man for you, David Eustace.
Thunderbirds a go. Him, isn't it? He's part of the Thunderbirds, isn't he?
How good are
Thunderbirds a go.
Marto, what's going on with David Eustace?
But you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
It's going to go and take on Hong Kong. Another Aussie/English expat trainer heading over to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I believe he's taken a few nice horses over there with him too, so it might be an idea to keep an eye on him. David Hayes took some very nice 2- and 3-year-olds over and just exploded onto the Hong Kong scene. So maybe Mr. Eustace can do the same thing.
Well, last night Mr. Richards had a double. The New Zealand dude that always, he was always training those orange with the blue star horses, like Imperative. So he had a double last night. He's absolutely flying at the moment over in Hong Kong, the ex-New Zealand trainer. And I don't expect that Dave Eustace won't do any good. But it'd be interesting to see how the Mar Eustace team back in Australia cope without the Eustace in the Mar.
It's just Kieran Marr now, isn't it?
Some might say that the Eustace, when Mar Eustace came together, Kieran Marr went from just another trainer to somewhat on top of the hill.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe you're discounting the ability of Mar, because Mar will not be useless without Eustace.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right. So he won't be. He'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm sure, it's great for Eustace and stuff because they want that English type of flavour over in Honkers, and they're going to get it. But and they get the Australian flavour at the same time.
O'Brien and all them out of there, right? So
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, you might be finding it a bit tough to pull out some of the bigger trainers from the UK. But again, great to see that another Aussie trainer's getting an opportunity to get over there.
Yes.
And of course, we talk about Damien Oliver. What a book of rides he had last week. Big Butter Boom was a bit disappointing. San Fabrizio absolutely butchered. Honestly, the way he was riding, I didn't think he was going to ride a winner, which would have been a shame. But then all of a sudden, Marto, the seas parted, and gee whiz,
absolutely,
did the bang.
He did. Well, he rode the winner for his mum and his missus. I mean, how can you not ride a horse that well when your mum and your missus are in ownership of it? Unfortunately, I didn't have that one in the quaddie, and it cost me the quaddie. I don't know. I missed that one. Taz said go one out with it, and I didn't even have it. But I did call the Munhamek ride. I said the seas would part. He would go through the pack, and they would just open up and say, "There you go, sir. Have to win."
You were right.
I reckon that
maybe a little birdie had a bit of money on it too. Munhamek, Marto.
Maybe he did.
What a great career, Taz. 2,805 wins. Can you imagine that?
Oh.
Yeah, there was only one element of controversy with Damien, and I think it was back in the
only one.
Might have been there was a big element where he was supposedly involved in some illegal activity, but that soon brushed over. But other than that, he's probably one of the best we've seen. I don't know who you think, but
he's the best hands and heels in the world, wasn't he? He was one of the best hands and heels in the world at his peak.
Look, and what happened to his brother and stuff, I mean, that could have destroyed people. Yeah. He could have gone completely off the rails. I look at Michael Clark.
And his old man.
He went off the rails. Yeah, well, that's right.
But the horse racing industry took not only his older brother and his hero, but it also took his old man. So, holy shit. That's what that was one of the cool things they said to him. The racing industry can be cruel, but gee, it can be kind. And he said, luckily for me, it's been a lot more kinder than it was to my family.
Where does he go now? What does he do? Media?
No way. No way. Look at that prize money, 251 million he's ridden. And if you think about the 5% and the 10%, like the 10% of that, so he's a multi-millionaire. I think he's very reclusive, to tell you the truth. I don't think he likes the spotlight at all.
I don't know. I saw an interview with him when he was still over here in Vic about 6-8 weeks ago, and he said he did have aspirations to do little guest spots on TV. So he still wants to be involved in racing. He said he's already ruled out training. He doesn't want to be a trainer, but he might pop up and give some expert commentary.
I reckon you'd see him more now in WA because of the family, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, he's got some opportunities over there in property development that he's seeking a bit of legal advice about. I reckon you'd see him more likely at Bells Beach or, somewhere down there around Torquay because he loves to surf. So I reckon you'd probably see him more there than you would on the screen. I reckon, Damien, good luck with whatever you do, mate, because obviously you can ride. And pretty interesting to see J-Mac at the same point of his career. I think he's got 103 Group 1s already, and he's about 20 years younger. So, J-Mac, unbelievable career. J-Mac's going to end up.
Who made Damien Oliver?
Oh, his mum and dad.
No, yeah, I know that. I think we forget the trainer that really got him up and about.
Yes.
He started as a 17, 18-year-old apprentice, didn't he?
Yeah, but who do you think got him up
I don't know.
I reckon, for me, I associate him with the Freedmans, like with Lee.
Bingo.
Yeah, I always sort of remember him, of course, with Mackay. But even before that, I think the Freedmans always sort of gave him a leg up. I think Bart liked him for a little bit, but then went off because Bart sort of threw the jockeys out with the bathwater, with the baby with the bathwater, old Bart. If you didn't ride well, you're out. But, geez, he grew up
I think Lee.
He grew up with a lot of people around him. Like, you can imagine going against, like, the Gouch, as you said, Mickey Clark, he's had sort of superstars where in the most competitive sort of field, which is Melbourne racing. He wasn't a pike riding 6 winners a week at fucking Bundoora or somewhere. Or, you know, he was always on the big stage and absolute champion. And they could say probably the greatest of all time.
I tend to agree. And I
could give him the GOAT, you know, because just the longevity and the success. So, I don't know. They reckon he's rode every big race.
Lee Friedman.
He's not missing a race.
Jesus, are you going to let me talk or what? Pezza, take a breath.
I'm just trying to say.
I've got to say something.
What are you going to
say? You are trying to say, but take a breath every now and again. You know I'm angry already. Well, I don't want to say anything now.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say Lee Friedman. Lee Friedman, okay, who's now back trading up in Queensland. Lee Friedman is the one that got him going. Lee Friedman should be in Damien Oliver's book, full stop. And if he's not, I don't know who's writing it. Yeah. But I think if Lee Friedman is out there, I would love to see an interview with him, with Damien.
That's a good point.
Together.
Yeah. I'd love for the racing.com family to get together and do something with a sit down with like Mike Sheehan style, you know, that talking footy style.
That's it.
Yeah, because he could tell a few stories as jockeys can. But,
I'm sure he'd have a few.
Anyway, Bet Galaxy, thanks for the support, guys. Remember, if you need something, let me know. Send me your name, your email, and your mobile phone number, and we'll try and get you a nice little healthy little deposit because there's not many going around. Thanks, Bet Galaxy. Luke's here.
The beauty of Luke, have you seen some of, for anyone who follows Luke, he would be probably one of the best crayfish fishermen I've ever seen. Have you seen the amount of crays he throws out and gets? And,
unbelievable.
Lukey, when are we coming to WA?
He's got a tip on Saturday too in, I think, race 8, Bundoora Miss. So he tipped it to us at 100-1 last time. Nobody got on, but this time it's in the 70s, now in the 35. So we might have missed the price already. So take a look on the Facebook page. Please like and subscribe to the video and get over to Facebook where you can see Lukey's 100-1 tips. Marto, Randwick race 2, number 4, first light, go away, Kickstarter.
Kickstarter, get off early in the day, race 2 at Randwick. They've ridden this horse from the front forever. And then last start, Tommy Berry jumps on and says, how about we just take a bit of a sit here, Mr. Waller? We'll take a sit behind the speed and see what happens. And he absolutely popped out and flew home. He's won. I think that just unlocked the secret to this horse. Take it with a sit. And he's drawn a barrier 4, so he's going to be up near the speed anyway, but he'll be 1 or 2 back. Take the sit. Pop out, and 750 is overs.
Tassie gone pretty early, race 2 at the Valley, Rhetorical. We love those colours. There's the old Joshy Richards colours right there. The best jockey in Australia, Damien Lane, by the length of the Flemington Straight.
And absolutely. And look, this horse has been honest. It's been thereabouts. It's in a pretty competitive race. So $4.20 is, I think it's probably equal favourite. I'm not going to say too much about it, but all I am going to say is it kickstarts me. I like where it's drawn. I can see it. It's going to map to race close enough to the speed if it needs to be. Dry, should be dry. I don't anticipate rain this weekend. I think it's I think it's going to be a good chance. I really do.
Pretty good debut. I just don't know about second up at the Valley. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty keen on. I'm not going to actually have a bet in this race. I'm going to cheer you on, Taz, but I'm pretty keen to see what Great Mama does in this race. It's only got the one win next to its name, but it's actually had 3. 2 of them were DQ'd because of the Werrimoo pin controversy, where it was riding under 3 kilos instead of 2. And I'm really keen to see how Great Mama goes coming back. First up might be a little bit iffy, but if you're having a second bet or even a Quinella bet, might have those 2 in there, the 13 and the 8.
Look, she had a bit of time off prior to her last campaign. I think she was off the scene for a little while, but she does go quick. She does go quick.
Like I said, I'm not keen enough to jump on that horse yet, but I'm really keen to see how she goes. Unfortunately, if she wins, we're not going to get $8 next start. But Rhetorical's going to be right there. I think you're onto this one, Taz.
Yep. And of course, they're not that scared of the Valley either. Mickey Walker training group.
Cuz he loves it.
I've gone to the worst race in Australia, boys. This is the worst race in Australia, race 1 at Eagle Farm. It is absolutely horrendous. This is like basically a race with me, Tone, and Barney in it. This is like, you know, obviously you just back it on the one that doesn't die. And then I found it. I Am the Empire. This horse, Taz, you like this. Pew, pew. 2 starts ago, it was ran from the back and it missed a slashing 4th. Last week it led and then it just blew up and finished 4th. So who knows what the fuck they're going to do with it this week, but it's favourite because they're so bad. And I this is a call out to all you New South Wales trainers. Shame on you. There's $25,000 up for grabs in the worst race in Australia, and none of you bitch will send a horse up. And you're letting the Queenslanders just eat up the money. Shame on you for your poor owners, New South Wales trainers. There was easy money there to be had.
Going home for Christmas.
So what do you think of Dee Thornton as a jockey? I mean, many moons ago, he was I don't know, like he was down here in Victoria and he wasn't really doing anything.
He was pretty good on a Sunday. But, you know, he's pretty good in the country.
But do you think he's really found a home up there? Yeah. And he gets quite well supported.
Yeah, he rides a couple of
I think it's a chance, yeah.
He does. Get on. Another one. Here we go. The Phantom's back. We put a line through him. And then, of course, Venom was really good. We put a line through Venom. And then Pezza was just an absolute embarrassment, a joke. And then, of course, Mr. Worldwide disappointed us again. The Phantom is back. Now, boys, a little bit different this week. Marto, Tassie, we're looking at the best race off the quaddie at Randwick. We're looking at race number, I think it's 8. Is that right, Taz?
Let's have a look, and I'll tell you because I've got my notes here.
Okay, race the first 8. Leg he's gone very wide. First leg he's gone wide, 2, 5, 8, 7, 9, and 10. The second leg he's gone 4, 9, and 11, which is the racing question, which is probably the highest rated race of the day in the whole world. It's like a 100.
It's in the whole world.
It is interesting.
100, yes.
Anyway, he's gone 4, 9, and 11. Boys, any thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's left out the 5 and 8.
Well, I was going to say he's left out the 10.
Yeah.
Race 9. Hang on. Oh, we're looking at race 9. He's got the 5 and 8. He's got 4, 5, 8.
No, we're looking at race 8, aren't we?
Which race?
Race 8, right?
See, I'm lost.
No,
race 8. It's on the screen.
Race 8. It's on the screen.
Well, race 8. What I can't understand. When was the last time you saw what's his name, Jerome or Jeremy or whatever Hunter take a horse to Sydney?
Jerome Hunter.
When was the last time he took a horse to Sydney? I can't remember. Well, there you go. And he's taken a horse by the name of Our Redont, who was absolutely storming, flying, coming home like a steam train. He was faster than you coming home to a frustrated nymphomaniac, Marto. That's how fast he was.
Jeez.
And interesting.
It's the Caulfield form not really transforming up to Sydney though. So
anyway,
I don't like Our Redonte. I'm really keen on Cavalier Charles in that one.
Yeah, the Phantom put a line through Cavalier Charles just because he thinks Dylan Gibbons can't ride at the moment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, even though he's Marto told us he's doing really well and he's coming second to Tyler Schiller, that's had about 150 rides more than anybody else. But we won't mention that, Marto. We won't mention.
Half Falls is going to be hard to beat. So I think he's got that one there.
It looked like it didn't come up first up and then second up. It looked like, oh, hang on. There's the old
much better. Yeah.
Here it comes.
Third up should be prime cherry right.
Anyway. 4, 5, 8 in the third, in the race 9, and of course 2, 3, 10, and 11 in the last. Beautiful.
Might be a bit short in the last. Phantom keeps it short though, doesn't he? Short and brief.
He does.
But he's gone a bit wide in the valley because he thinks the valley is up for it. He goes race 7, number 1, 8, 9, and 10. Race 8, 1, 3, 5, and 8. And he thinks the Phantom thinks race 9 is the race we should be taking a bit.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Or 10.
Race 9 again.
2, 3, 5, and 10. He's got any thoughts, boys?
Yeah, he's got the two. Yeah. I would only go on 2 out, and that's Flash Feeling the 2, and I think Captain Britain. If Captain Britain gets a firm surface, it returns back to form. Yeah, it just didn't appreciate, I reckon, the heavy going last time.
I think
I like a wash myself.
Dual nominator or wash,
Marto? A wash. I know it might not run. You're right. Nominator. And I'm not sure about the jockey they've listed at the Valley either. McManagle. McManagle.
No, Jeez, he rides well, mate.
He does. But this is the Saturday race.
Oh, he rode 2 last week.
Oh, I reckon he rides all right.
Mate,
okay, Marto, all right. There's no knock on the jockey on the wash there.
He's got the best strike rate in Australia at the moment. I think out of his last 8 rides, he's rode 5.
Yeah, I do like a wash, but the barrier 1 might get him a little bit tied up at the Valley because I think they're going to need to be forward and on the rail at the Valley to be winning.
He's a new Johnny Allen. He's the Irish guy.
Well, I tell you what, he's a better Johnny.
The Irishman.
He's a better Johnny Allen.
Money
because
from Australians.
Johnny Allen didn't start like this.
No, he started well, hasn't he? But again, he's got some good support. He's only riding for the Mar Eustace. He's only He's only stable at the Mar Eustace. So you've got a bit of a leg up there, I think. Hashtag Jamie Nah. Oh no, that wasn't a bad hashtag at the moment.
How about Lukey Curry coming back, Pezza?
Yeah. What about Blake Shin going to Queensland?
Turbo.
It's another one as well. There must be something up there.
And then he's off to New Zealand. Yeah, then he's off to New Zealand. Then he's back home again. And he's travelling the whole southern hemisphere.
Queensland. Anyway,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
16 gets you 5%. If you've got a bit of money, 32 gets you 10. The Phantom's gone a bit wider because you think there is value there because I think there's no real favourite anywhere except probably in the ninth. Fearless Rider looks Damien Lane looks like he was pretty stiff last. He's pretty.
I agree. There's not a lot of special horses running around this week. It's a lot of even fields.
And talking about even fields, Marto, you've gone one here. Race 9, number 4.
Except this one.
That's wrong.
This is a special horse.
Hey, thank you. Can you fix that?
What have you done?
No, I've just got the wrong race. I didn't change it. Sorry. Race what Marto, are we up to?
9, number 4. Race 9, number 4.
Yep.
Aristonus.
I forgot to write Aristonus.
There you go. Annabelle Initium, I think she's got a good stayer here. Really only just got warm late over the 1600 last start. And the extra 200 metres at Randwick, I think, is really going to suit him because, you got the rail is true to start with, then it's out 6 metres. So they are going to be running on at Randwick. I really like this one. It's had a lot of good support early too, which is encouraging. But a benchmark 78 is nothing special. I think he's above this grade and should win by a couple of lengths.
Bowery Breeze was scratched last week because it was a bit heavy, I think. So be interesting to see how that goes around the number 11. Because they actually finally figured out how to ride Bowery Breeze on pace. And it was really good. Sorry.
I think this horse is a big chance. I know that Marto left it out for his quaddie when it ran third first up because I know that Marto also I also remember Marto tipping this horse like on a Tuesday when it won on a Saturday as well. So kudos to him. Absolutely. If they've been coming from behind, this thing should blow them away. I agree.
Really gets wound up in the last 4
Not often I agree, so that's poison because normally when I agree with you, it costs us money.
No way, we're lining up. You're in a hell of a good vein of form, so we're lining up. I like it.
Moonee Valley Race 6 number 8. Yellow Sam, or is Marto like
Yellow Sam?
Blue John
has drawn the pole. Last 2 starts before it went away for a spell, it was behind Nunthorpe. Now this horse first up has had 4 cracks and 2 wins, 2 placings. It's had 8 starts and not weighed in. Draws the pole. I think it just pushes up to be, either just off pace or midfield. And the bottom line is all it is going to do is, with a little bit of luck, it's either going to work through them and work over the top of them, or it's just going to peel off them and just get over the top. Yellow Sam, in my opinion, is a really progressive horse, and I don't see that favourite. I think it's called, what's the favourite called? South of Houston. I think South of Houston will push forward and set it up for Yellow Sam. Also like the trainer, because he's a bit of a money trainer. So if their money goes on, I get more excited. I've taken the 420 already.
Good on you. You're not worried about the barrier 1 at the Valley over 1200? It usually spells death.
Usually spells death.
No, I'm not. I'm not. It does. It might, but not with this fellow. I just think that he'll be able to navigate
it's
that
not
barrier
100%, but
where
it often
because
does.
I tell you what.
I think I'd rather it draws 1 than it draws like 12. Because if it draws 12, it's been known to push forward, but then it potentially gets used up.
But Fred Kersley he's a smart jockey, so he'll look for the proper sit, won't he?
I reckon
it's not something to go forward. It's going to take a midfield run. So
3 strikes against you, so it'll probably win. I think barrier 1, as Marto says, it's game over because this horse doesn't have a lot of speed, but it does sit probably 1-2 pairs back always looks played in the straight, never lets down. Fred Kersley when has Fred Kersley rode a fucking winner on a Saturday? I don't fucking know when. Seriously, I don't know. I reckon he should be running at Warrnambool on a Friday, and he'd probably be about $1.60 favourite because if he doesn't win this race, mate, put a line through him, he's gone because this is the weakest race he's probably ever ran it.
He's not going to get a better chance, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I think you guys are selling him and this horse a little bit short. I really do. I think.
Did you see what he was running against last prep? He was running against Alligator Blood.
Yeah, Nunthorpe.
Alligator Blood and Nunthorpe and all these fucking horses. And pretty good races.
Yeah, absolutely. But the market will do the talking and well.
He doesn't win this, we're in trouble.
I like the fact that you like it. I like the fact that you guys are saying if he doesn't win it because it means he should win. So I like it.
Yeah, that's why I'm poisoning it. So the opposite happens and it brains him. It should brain him because
Pezza,
not really good horse.
Aptly named.
The Master Showman, race 10, number 11 at Randwick. Pezza looking for one in a row.
Aptly named by Pezza.
Now, Marto, this is drawn in barrier 9. It's a really tough fucking sort of horse. A bit like me back in the day, or not really. The heart the size of a pea. Master Showman should come across and lead, or it's going to be sitting outside the pace. Let's hope that Randwick's playing a bit funky by then, and hopefully it's one of those races like a Bjorn Baker leader in the last, where it just kicks away from Timmy Clark, and he bookends the meet because he's on $1.55 hot in the first. So, Master Showman, if the leaders are leading and there's a little bit of track bias, I tell you what, it'll be hard to run this boy down.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got the right formula. You pulled one out the bag last week. It was 0 from 3 at the track and 0 from 2 at the trip.
Or in the quaddy.
Master Showman, 0 from 3 at the track and it's 0 from 2 at the trip. So you've got the right formula. And like you said, Timmy Clark.
And it's up in class.
Go forward.
And it's up in class.
Up in class, there you go.
Perfect.
You get all your chicks for you, don't you?
There we go.
Pezza, you don't like the 4 in this race?
No, I don't like anything.
It's the ex Honkers horse that's come here that sat 3 wide last start and just blew him away.
It's had its win, mate.
This is a little bit of a race.
And you don't like CO Wolf down the bottom there, the favourite?
A little bit of a false race because there's only 12 running. There's 6 emergencies, so should be a lot smaller.
So you got to beat 11.
Yep. Okay, boys. Nice to talk to you. Merry Christmas up in a year. We'll see you in the new year. If we line up 85
Merry Christmas to the PaLTI.
Hooroo!
Thanks, fellas. Yeah. Sorry about the grumpiness, but absolutely. Just call me Grinch. Take care.
See you next year.
Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Noe.
Happy birthday, Noe.
Yes, happy birthday, Mr. No.
And there'll be all the usual stuff up on Facebook, like the bed thread. So don't worry, we won't be far away, but there'll be just no shows for a couple of weeks. Enjoy the Christmas break. Right. Be safe and be healthy. Hooroo!
Cheers, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers. Good luck.